There's a brand new DMZ map in Modern Warfare 2 called Building 21, and with this, there's a new weapon case you're able to acquire, and if you do the steps to get this in Exfil with it, you're gonna unlock some out-of-game rewards. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you the easiest and most simple way to get this weapon case and Exfil with it. I've already done it 10 times so far. Then at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you all the different rewards you can acquire, and yes, there's actually a pretty cool looking blueprint. If you wanna know anything else about the brand new Building 21 map, make sure to sub to this channel because we're gonna be covering everything about this map right here. And if you left a like or a comment, I appreciate you a ton. So first, let's go over how you even go to Building 21. If you load up DMZ right now and click deploy, you're now going to see two different options. There's Al Mazrah, but then there's also going to be a new option, Building 21. And right now I have the option to go there. You can see I've got two different key cards. If you don't have any key cards, it's not going to allow you to go. So to get these key cards, you've got to go into Al Mazrah, and there's quite a few different ways you can farm them. I made a whole video about it, and I am going to link it below. But you need to go into Al Mazrah. You need to find this key card right here, the DRC Building 21 access card. Having this card in your key stash is going to allow you, when you click deploy, to go into Building 21. If you don't have one of those in your key stash, you're not going to be able to go. This is my recommended loadout to use while going for weapon cases in Building 21, and this is very important. You definitely want to have some sort of shotgun on. If you do have an insured slot and you've got different attachments unlocked, I recommend running the final shotgun, the Bryson 890. The attachments do make a little bit of a difference. So for the barrel, this is the barrel we have on. We've got this muzzle, this is the stock, this is the guard, this is the magazine. The tuning isn't super important, and if you don't have this shotgun, any shotgun is going to work, anyone you have in contraband, but there is a lot of close range engagement, so you want something that's going to be able to take down enemy players and enemy bots at a close range very effectively, because we're going to be in a lot of different rooms. And if you have the option, if you've got your second insured slot, I'd highly recommend bringing in a riot shield, because you're going to have enemies flank you, you're going to have bots shoot you in your back. Having this shield is very versatile and is going to help you in a lot of different situations. Now, for the tactical, I run flash grenades because this helps against enemy players and bots because it's very close quarters, as we stated. The drill charges are insane. If an enemy team's running away from you or attacking you and they're in the room across from you, just throw a couple drill charges in there, and a lot of times it will take care of them. For the field upgrade, I have been running the munitions box, mainly just to get more drill charges back. And obviously things like a tier 3 backpack, tier 3 armor, and a self-revive is also going to help you out. But the single biggest thing you want to make sure you're doing is playing in a group of 3. If you don't have anyone to play with, I'm going to leave my Discord link below. There's a ton of people constantly playing, trying to do stuff. Finding 2 other people trying to get this weapon case with you is going to make it a million times easier. Once you load in, the first thing to do is make your way all the way to the bottom floor. No matter where you spawn, you should be pretty close to a staircase. Make sure you go all the way down to the bottom of it, and from this, we've now got to find the server room. There's no map on this, and it's fairly hard to locate where you are. So the strategy I use to find this is I kind of just hug the wall, go through all these different rooms, and it's a giant big square. So if you just keep going around all of the different walls, you should eventually find your way there. So yeah, we just came through this way. This way would lead us back up if we went to the right. So instead, we're going to go to the left, and we're just going to keep going through these, except yeah, right here it is. You'll know you've made it to the server room because it's going to be this giant red room. But once again, be careful because there's still a large amount of bots in this area. Even the door, when it's closed, you're going to see the red down below. Now, past this point, for the next step, you have to wait for this to pop up on your screen. And be careful while you're down here because there's multiple different teams that spawn on the bottom floor, so it is very likely to run into enemy teams. There we go. After that pops up at 11 minutes, you're going to be able to do the next step. We're now going to enter the server room, and we're going to hack the computer. The server you have to hack is in the same location every time, so you're going to make your way over here, head back to, and it's going to say hold to hack the server. Once you start this, if you stop, it's going to make you start from the complete beginning. So once you hold down your key, sit here and make sure not to move out of the way and have your team guard you, because there are going to be multiple enemies. You're able to lay down and shoot as long as you're holding the key the entire time. And boom, there we go. Once you hack it, you're going to get 1,000 XP. Now we got to make our way all the way up to the top. So if you leave the data center and go left and go all the way down this hall, there's going to be a staircase to the left. This is the easiest way to go about getting up. Be careful because once again, there's probably going to be enemy bots or maybe even enemy players on the stairwell. Now, sometimes depending on the randomization, this door might be locked. In that case scenario, you've got to find a different stairwell and climb all the way up to the top to get on the top floor. Now, once we're up here, we're going to look for the room that we just hacked open. Be careful because there's multiple Wilsons up here and they are not forgiving. If you see one of them, it's honestly best just to run away. Okay, so this right here, this armory room is the door that we unlocked by hacking that downstairs. And as you can see, oh, there's not always going to be enemies in here, but there is a lot of bots in this room. So once you've entered this room, there's going to be a safe. Go ahead and start the action on the safe. This is where the weapons case is going to be. be careful because once again, there's going to be bots attacking. There's loot all over. Make sure you grab a gas mask, tier 3 armor if you don't have it, and then just prepare. There's only 2 entrances. There's one right here and one over here, so you can have different team members watching each door. And once the drill's done, the safe is going to be open. If you look in this, there is going to be a weapon case. I have now done this 11 times. However, one of the times I did it, the weapon case didn't spawn. I'm not sure if it just has a really low chance of not spawning one of the times or if it was a bug. So if there's not a weapon case here, you're just going to have to wait till next game. There's also going to be some other loot. I recommend not picking up the weapon case till the exfil spawns in, because just like the other map, as soon as you pick up that weapon case, you are going to be pinged for all the enemy players and they're going to know where you're at. And once more people find out about this weapon case, you're probably going to have a lot of teams rushing you. So there we go. So now that the exfil has spawned in, we're going to go ahead, we're going to pick up the weapon case and we're going to start making our way to that exfil location. So go ahead, unlock the deadbolt. Oh, more enemies on the stairs. And be very careful, since there's only one exfil, there's a way higher chance of there being exfil campers. So luckily, it doesn't look like there's any enemies here. Gonna go ahead and call it and just sit and wait. Now, there's a lot of different exfil spots on this map. It can spawn on this floor. It can spawn on the top floor, on the second floor. So where you go really depends on the randomization of the map. All right, there we go. The elevator's here. Once you're in the elevator, you still have to be wary because this thing takes forever to close. So now that we've got everyone in here, we can use the elevator and we've got to wait. I found it really effective to sit with a shield. So if enemy bots come, they're just going to sit and shoot you and not be able to enter. And this has also worked against enemy players as well. It's also really important to note that any team can do any of these steps. So the second you hack the server downstairs, this door is going to open. Any other team can enter this and start doing the safe step. I have a feeling the longer this weapon case is out and the more people know about it, people are just going to wait outside of these doors. And as soon as it opens, they're going to enter and wait to kill the team that's coming up. So you've got to be on your feet, ready to go. Or you could do what I just said. You could camp upstairs by this building, wait for the doors to enter, and as soon as they enter, you could just go right in and kill the team that was doing all the other steps. It doesn't matter who's holding the weapons case when you exfil, everyone in the entire squad is going to get the rewards. So if you're holding the weapon case in exfil, your squad mates are still going to get credit. If your squad mates are holding it and you exfil, you're still going to get credit for it as well. The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to get 10,000 XP, which is a good chunk of XP. And on top of that, if this is one of your first of 6 times exfilling with it, you're going to get these rewards. The first time you exfil with one of these weapon cases, you're going to unlock the Going Bark charm. Out of all 6 items, this is one of my favorite just because I like using different weapon charms, and this one's kind of funny. The second time you exfil with one of these cases, you're going to unlock the Weapon Rover calling card, which is a calling card of a Wilson because those are on this map. The third case you exfil with, you're going to get the Roar weapon sticker, which is kind of cool. The fourth time you exfil, you're going to get the company sniper emblem, which kind of basic. The fifth time you exfil with a weapon case, you're going to get the camo cloud vehicle skin, which I'm not sure why they keep giving us these heavy chopper skins in DMZ, because you unlock this in DMZ, but this isn't a skin you can use in DMZ. You can only use this in Ground War and Warzone, and they actually took it out of Warzone. You can only use this skin in Ground War. This isn't something that can be used in DMZ. This is the 6th and final reward. Once you exfil from Building 21 6 different times with the weapon case, you're going to get this Silver Tox blueprint for the Chimera, and in my opinion, this is the best Chimera blueprint we've seen so far. It's got some really cool red stuff on the top, and it's got some gray stuff. I would show you what this looks like in game, but as of right now, it's bugged. I can't use it. If I go to load in game, it looks like the normal honey badger. It doesn't look any different. Obviously, this will get fixed in the future, and by the time you unlock all 6 of these rewards, you're probably going to be able to use it and it's going to look fine. But until now, you don't actually get to use this at all. It just looks like a normal honey badger. With that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you want to see any more DMZ guides, I'm going to be covering a bunch of other stuff for Building 21 and DMZ. Make sure to sub to the channel. If you left a like or a comment, I appreciate you a ton, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.